Oh,
Welcome back.
welcome back, Gord.
Wayne.
Amazing Race Canada Season 6.
Season 6.
Episode
1.
Episode 1, where there's a fly. We're back in Gord's gazebo because you work too much.
I work too much. Apparently, the idea of being retired is foreign to me, and I just constantly work.
You have 2 jobs now. Real jobs. Stop that.
2 real jobs and freelancing.
You've given up the freelance. Are you still doing freelancing?
I'm still doing freelancing.
Oh, okay, it's not just me and Mike Bickerton doing all the freelancing. It's you too.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's crazy.
Anyway.
So if I fall asleep in the middle of it, you know why? So
That's for no one, because just like we did in the episodes last year. We'll talk about Season 5. Cool.
yeah, we don't want to.
All right. Season 6, Episode 1. Here we go again. This is the Heroes Edition.
Yeah, okay. Big overuse and dilution of the word heroes.
I'm already tired of the word hero,
Yeah, it's
heroic,
ridiculous.
heroism. I said this in my blog. I'm just sick of them. It's Episode 1, and
I'm not seeing the heroes.
I can see why.
It's pretty loose.
They're more inspirational kind of people.
Very community oriented.
Some of them are.
I love that.
I like that. The
Yeah.
people raising money and being part of the community. That's fine. But
I just think it's the wrong term.
well, they can't. Inspirational type people, community minded thing doesn't look good on TV.
Yeah, that really sucks. The
That really
community
sucks.
minded edition.
That really sucks. Man.
All right, no, let's not do that. Okay, heroes it is.
But they've had these kind of racers before, and the inspirational ones. But having the whole season is kind of.
We'll see how it plays out.
We'll see how it plays out. But
so far we get the introduction of the teams.
yeah,
Pretty much exactly what was on the website.
yeah, exactly.
Like,
First 10 minutes was exactly so and so, and the videos were the same.
and then the teams are, as we said, relatively generic. We've seen them all before. Nobody really new.
Some of them are stand out more than others. Martina and Phil, I see more interesting to me, mostly because Martina is really outgoing and stuff like that. Chewy and Happy are younger version of Gordon Wayne, military version. That's why they got him there.
The military version. Yeah,
You just couldn't have us on the show. Come on.
they are entertaining.
Yeah, they're
Oh, yeah,
no spoiler alert. Sorry.
spoiler alerts, but we know where they're going.
Yeah. We can be happy at times. I choose stuff.
You could be happy.
Like
I'm just a cantankerous
I think
grouch.
you're the happier one. People think you're the grumpy one, but I'm actually the grumpy one.
That's true. You're the one sitting on your porch yelling at kids to get off your lawn.
Get off my lawn.
That's usually me, actually.
It's usually my kid. Get off the lawn. Walk on the sidewalk. Okay.
Anyway, they
Move
started
Victoria.
at Hatley Castle, Victoria.
In Victoria area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have to take a ferry. First, of course, they have to find their bags.
Oh no, they're just pretty much down the thing, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, we've hidden your bags somewhere around the castle.
Just around the corner.
Okay. Yeah. So basically, over there.
Just where the camera guy's going like, I'm shooting a bag.
Yeah. It's almost like a dead giveaway, right? It's like,
Pretty much.
Hey, I'll put our bags over by the cameraman.
Pretty much.
Right over there, grab your bags, get your clue. Head to the ferry.
Into the ferry. You taking that ferry? Yeah, taking that ferry.
Taking those ferries, yeah, we've all taken that ferry.
Yeah. Easy to find, relatively. Head up to Sydney.
Yeah, the biggest problem with the ferry is if you're going to get on that ferry or the next one.
Yeah,
And depending on when you leave. And of course, I was thinking this through earlier, we were thinking, if they're leaving first thing in the morning, but they didn't, because this was on live.
This was live, so they left
at like noon or 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock Victoria time, so
Right.
maybe just before, so they may cut the 2 o'clock ferry.
And by then, of course, the ferries are packed up. They're like, you're going to be in a long line going on a ferry.
Oh, typical ferry to Victoria, Vancouver, same thing. So
even at the time they were going, it was still full.
Yeah, and almost all the teams get on except for the coaches.
The coaches,
Kwame
right.
and read the notes.
Read the notes. We have notes on who's who. We go Dylan and Kwame.
I was looking for Kwame, but you put Dylan first.
Dylan
and Kwame. They get lost in Victoria, which I don't understand, and they miss the ferry. So they got to wait an hour or two.
2 hours. The ferries run every 2 hours.
Okay, except in the summer. Either way, and it's an hour and a half to get across, and they have to get to Squamish.
You have to get through Squamish.
They
have to find the Sea to Sky gondolas,
Mm-hmm.
and then line up for one of 5 gondolas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sign in for.
Yeah. So everybody signs in. They get on the gondolas. Of course, at some point, this is where the coaches catch up. Dylan and Kwame catch up
I've got the sense, and we have talked about this, and I've talked to other people online about this. This was probably one of those 2-day legs that they edited to look like one. Yeah. They've done before many times.
I don't think it's possible for them to have done it and still have all that much daylight in one day.
I don't think so.
Yeah, they might have been able to do the whole...
The beaver one, maybe?
Maybe the beaver part, which we're getting to. But other than that, everything else probably would have closed.
I think they probably headed into the Squamish, got there, set up overnight, and then started in the beginning. Because there was a scene where Dylan and Kwame
show up with coffee.
With coffee. I mean, if you're 2 hours late, I mean, why are you stopping for coffee?
No, I mean, we might. If we're 2 hours late, we might stop for a beer.
Yeah, we stop for a beer.
But we'd have it on the ferry.
We'd make it up, but we would have it.
We'd have it on the ferry. So you got an hour and a half. You may as well have a beer.
So that's probably what we think happened and why they may have caught up faster. We've seen it before when they go through Toronto. But it's
So the first roadblock, somebody has to zip line out across the valley.
Zip.
And
save the beaver.
Save the beaver. Yeah, grab the beaver.
Grab the bivet. Bivet.
Yeah. So they land on this mesh netting that's strung across the valley, and then they have to get bungee corded in on the zip line, I guess.
Yeah.
And then they have to jump out and grab this beaver.
You would just go like this.
I have nowhere else to go with that line. I'm leaving it alone right now.
Jump out, grab the beaver. But you would just reach out with your hand and grab the beaver.
Well, it looks like you could just fall forward.
As you can see, can't see this. He can reach farther than I can.
Yeah. And yet, Chewy, I believe, was the first one out on that net, and he goes to jump, and I swear somebody moved the beaver because he missed by a mile.
Amazing how that happens when you're.
Beavers tend to pull away sometimes.
Pull away. You shouldn't grab the beaver like that because it's bad.
That's right. What's he think he is, president?
I know.
Anyway,
so he missed.
He has to go back.
I think he overthought it because it's like
he did.
Far and it's kind of bouncy. So I think he.
Now, I had an interesting thought about that. Is that because of the weight on the mesh, the heavier you are, it's possible that the lower you are from the beaver, which means you're going to jump higher.
True.
Possibly.
Because that happens. Some guys who are a bit bigger seem to miss.
And the ones who are lighter seem to have no problem.
Although a couple of guys who are bigger did get it, but I think they're more athletic.
Yeah. Anyway, everybody, eventually everyone gets the beaver and everyone gets to move on, and they go from, where'd they go?
Go to the log on, climb the log.
Oh yeah, climbing the log. So the next part of the roadblock, whoever didn't jump for the beaver gets to climb a giant pole.
If you don't know Gord and Wayne, I'd be jumping for the beaver because you don't.
I can do the jump for the beaver.
But still, I usually do the...
in fact, in this particular instance of roadblocks, it would have been probably better if I went for the beaver and you climbed the pole because you have a better upper body strength.
Yeah, so much stronger than he is.
Yeah. All my upper body strength is right here.
I have no upper body strength here at all. It's all massive.
So you have to do a 80-foot...
That looks hard.
80-foot tall pole climb.
I've seen this
from the top.
I've seen this in lumberjack competitions on ESPN 48, where they go. But it's different in the lumberjack because they're just doing it by themselves. They're not being belayed up, or whatever the term is. In this one, you could sort of sense that once they got to a certain point, they weren't going to come down because they're going to be held there. So it was.
Yeah, they're not going to slip.
It probably was hard, but wasn't as hard as it could have been. But I like this task because
it was a good task. It was a nice balance to the first one. They were both height related, which is a standard, Amazing Race Canada first episode. There's always a height related task. So it was a nice balance. Both of them got a fear of heights out of the way right away. Either you were going to die here or you weren't. That was it. Yeah, moving on. Nobody dies. Although
spoiler alert,
a few of them it looked like I can't make it. Oh, I'm gonna die. And then they go.
Okay, move on.
So, all pretty simple.
Pulled a drinker.
Yeah.
My nail's broken.
Well, I mean, you got the cleat things in, and you got the rope, and you're hooked in.
It would have been physically tough, but I think over time you just do it and get it done.
Yeah, I would have found the jumping a lot easier than the climbing that.
Of course, we all would have found the jumping quite easier than the thing. You may have found it easier just go. Let's just grab it.
Just grab the down. Yeah.
1, 2, there it is. Ring the bell. Bing.
Well, that's the other thing. I might not have had to go up as high.
They also made a thing where if you're too heavy, you may not be able to do it. Not that you're fat, you're just big.
Yeah, so there might be a weight limit on it.
We've seen that in the American race where one of the basketball players, who was your height and your weight, wasn't able to do a task because he was too big and too... Anyway, so I forgot where people are. I think the barrel racer.
We've lost track of the
barrel racer and John Montgomery's best friend from the team.
Yeah.
One of John Montgomery's friends.
Okay, conflict of interest issue.
I could go on and on about that if you want, but I'm not going to.
We want to make a short video, not a Logan length video.
Well, all I can say is like when we apply, I always say if you're an employee of such and such, or you have connections to such and such, and that kind of stuff, some in the race, you are not allowed to participate. But we have some teams that fall into that conflict of interest, and
I think they do.
I've moved on. Okay, moving on.
All right, so. From the pole climb, regardless of what order anybody is in.
Well, I think the barrel racer, the two people who don't really know each other. The barrel, I can't remember her name, and the skeleton, the Olympian, they got done pretty fast and went to the crab place.
Yeah. So the next task, just sort of to even things out, is get onto a paddleboard and paddle out to 20 different buoys to find regulation size crabs.
Yeah. They're all in there.
Okay. So basically, what we have here is. Grab a beaver, climb a pole, and pick out crabs.
Yeah.
Who writes this crap?
I have no idea what you were talking about. I think it's a nice reflection of Canadian historical economics or economy, like fishing,
let's go with that.
And fur.
No.
See, this is why we could be on the race, because we would bring that. But they would edit all that stuff out.
It's
because
just wrong, man.
It'd be R-rated Amazing Race Canada.
So a number of teams. Actually, you got to go in. You got to pull up the trap.
Okay, I'm going to give
trap.
Yeah, I give them credit for that, for this double entendres.
It's funny.
It's creative.
But I don't know how many people would see it. But I saw it like right away. I'm watching this. I'm like, okay, this is so wrong.
That's where your mind goes.
Apparently.
Right. Anyway.
Bring in your crab. The guy measures it. If it's a large enough crab, then you get the next clue. If it's not a large enough crab, you go back and get another crab.
And some teams got it, and some teams didn't. And
I think about half of them had to go back a second time. Well, I think one team went 3 times out.
Well, apparently there's an interview with either Chewy or Happy in one of the newspapers, and they actually went up 5 times.
Wow.
So there was a bit more than what we saw.
Than what we saw.
And that happens in the first episode. There's so many teams, you have to
cut everything. So there's a lot of editing that we don't get, that we don't see, and that's normal.
Yeah, it's normal. It's only an hour.
Once in a while we do that to our videos, but
it's only an hour.
Once in a while we do that to our videos, but
it's only an hour.
Once in a while we do that to our videos, but no, not often. Only when we start rambling or we hear noises behind us.
Yeah. Or there's a wasp.
Yeah, well, I am allergic to them, so
that's true.
I could die.
You could die.
But life goes on.
All right.
Well, except for me. So the next clue, heading to the pit stop, which is Britannia Beach, Britannia Mine Museum. Mill number 3.
Mill number 3. Bit of a race there.
Some of them were really close. Some of them were further apart, obviously. The first team there is Leanne and Mar,
the
cheerleaders. Yeah.
Team conflict number 1.
Team conflict of interest number 1. And they win the leg and a trip for 2 to Tokyo, Japan.
And the elite athletes who don't know each other are team 2.
The cowgirls, for lack of a better term at this point. They're team number 2.
I've forgotten number 3.
And then everybody else kind of falls in, bang.
There was an interesting part where they all left the crab part at the same time, and I found that kind of interesting, where there were 5 teams, we haven't seen that for a while, racing for the pit stop at the same time. That was kind of fun to see that.
And everybody kind of running past each other to get in. Unfortunately, at the end, the last 2 teams to arrive, of course, Chewy and Happy are, you've got 2 teams and okay, I get the heroes thing, and I get we're Canadian and we're polite and all that, but don't let people cut in front of you when you're racing for the match.
No, boom, elbows up.
I think it was Chewy that actually sidestepped so the guy could run in front of him.
No, elbows up,
I'm
buddy.
like, no, what are you doing? Yeah. You're not tying for the first match.
This is my concern with these inspirational hero teams is that
they're going to be too nice.
They're going to be too nice. They're not going to be. They have this pressure to be heroes, and they won't want to compete really hard and just sort of block someone like that, or as they get further on, U-turn people or play a sneaky game. I don't see that happening.
I don't think it's going to happen.
Maybe.
I hope it does.
Maybe. I see maybe the barrel racer, she seems to be tough. I mean, I can't remember her name, but I liked her as a competitor. Yeah. So I think she may she may run people over with her horse.
Yeah, and cheerleaders are pretty cutthroat as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, they might do something.
I don't. But they go we're good looking and people underestimate.
I think that's what they're going to play with.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I just worry it may not be. We never know.
See.
We'll see. Overall, okay episode.
Nothing
fantastic.
Nothing great. It wasn't a terrible episode.
It wasn't a great episode.
It wasn't a great episode.
It was just it
was a good episode. I mean, we enjoyed it.
Yeah, to a point. Yeah. We were talking about it, aren't we?
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
We're back. We're doing videos.
All right.
Drinking beer. Punishment.
We're probably going to be here because you're working all the time.
Yeah, we'll find something. Yeah, maybe here.
That's nice.
So,
it's nice out there.
Anyway.
All right. See you later.
See you next week?
Yep. Maybe. That went well.
Assuming it's still recording.
Oh, Gord just died. CPR!